Hello chess friends, we are in the game between Sergei Karjakin and Adhiban B from the World Team Championship and match between Russia and India. Here we have one nice Karjakin game. We start with the e4, c6, d4, d5 and e5. So this is the Karjakin advanced variation. c5, d takes and e6. This is all mainline. Knight f3, bishop takes c5 and bishop to d3. Both of them are going to develop their pieces on the best squares. So knight c6, a3, prepare for b4 here, and knight g e7, b4, attack the bishop, bishop e3 on the square b6. After that, castle, knight to g6, increase the pressure on the pawn in the middle of the board, this pawn on e5, so bishop b2, defend it, and after that black goes with the castle, rook e1, support pawn on e5 once again, and black goes with the move f6. Basically, idea of the f6 is to create a strong center with these pawns on the square e6 and d5, because right now white need to do something with this pawn from the square e5, so if he takes, like that happened in the game, then black will take with the pawn, and he's playing with a very strong these three pawns in the middle of the board. So Sergei decided immediately to attack that center with c4, offer pawns for trade, and after d takes c4, bishop takes c4, he offers queens for trade on the d file, and he's attacking the pawn on e6 square 2 times with the bishop and with the rook, and that pawn is defended just once with the bishop from c8. So queen takes d1, and after rook takes d1, king goes to g7. Right now this pawn on e6 is safe, so knight c3 developing, and he's looking for rook c1 move to put the rook on the open file, e5, and knight d5. After that, bishop goes to g4, attack the knight on f3, and try to create double pawns on a f file, because if you take on f3, white need to take it back with the g pawn, and after that we can see f2 and f3 pawns. So knight takes b6, a takes b6, and after that bishop d5 defend the knight on the square f3. After that, rook f d8, bishop to e4, knight g e7, rook takes to d8, rook takes d8, and knight to h4. So he decided to transpose the knight on h4 with idea to kick out the bishop from the square g4, and after that his knight is free to go on f5, or he will prepare that jumping the knight on f5 with the f3 and g4. So bishop e6 was played. After that, rook c1, bishop to d5, offer bishop for trade, and knight f5, it's a check. So knight takes f5, bishop takes f5, and as we can see in this endgame, white is playing with the two bishops here on the b2 and f5, and black is playing with the bishop and the knight. So bishop c4 was played. It looks that white can take it, but it's a little trick. So if white take on c4, then it's mate on square d1, rook d1, that's mate. So f4 immediately, and after that knight goes to d4, attack the bishop on f5, bishop goes to g4. After that, bishop e2, offer bishop for trade, and rook c8 was played. After that, this becomes very complicated. A lot of pieces are under attack. So we can see that bishop attack each other, rooks attack each other. So rook to d5 was played, and rook c7 gives a check. King goes to g6, rook to d7, offer rooks for trade once again. Rook takes d7 and bishop takes d7. Bishop to b5, offer bishop for trade, and after bishop takes d4, bishop takes d7, we are in the endgame with the opposite colored bishop. So obviously this is a draw position, but they decided to play a few more moves, and after f takes e5, f takes e5, and bishop takes b6. In this position, white is pawn up, but that's not enough to finish the game. So king f5, king f2, king to f4, king e2, and bishop to b5, give a check, king goes to d2, after that bishop to c6, attack the pawn on the square g2, so he goes with the g3, it's a check, king f3, and the bishop to c7. And in this particular position they agree for a draw because none of them can improve his position. So here if black goes with e4, threat to play e3 and push the pawn to promoting square e1, then white will go with the bishop on the square f4, and he can connect the bishop with these pawns on the king side, so he can push h4 and everything is well defended. So they finish the game after move bishop to c7, they finish here and they agree for a draw. This is the game play on the first board in the match between Russia and India. I hope you enjoyed and see you in the next video. Bye bye.